Hey you guys, Eddie here. First of all, thank you for watching these videos. I hope you're enjoying them. I've got another really cool one today for you. I'm glad that you're enjoying them, but if you could do me a big favor and just hit the subscribe button. Anyway, I noticed that there's a lot of people actually watching them, but gosh, there's about 92% of you guys that are not subscribed. So anyway, just a click, it helps me out. And hope you guys enjoy this next video. And thanks again. I really sincerely appreciate it. I'm going to be bringing some more cool and exciting stuff your way real soon. Take care. Another beautiful sunny day here in Southern California, and I find myself with none other than the president of the RV AVW Club, Frank Espinoza. Frank, how are you, man?
Hey, pretty good, pretty good. How are you?
Good, man. I know we've been talking about this for a little while now, and I have been wanting to go ahead and show everybody and share your car, your convertible, because I mean, obviously you've got a couple of really cool cars. And
thanks.
but before we get into your car, I wanted to find out a little bit more about you.
All right.
So Frank, how long have you been into Volkswagens, and how did you get into Volkswagens?
Well, since I was, I don't know if I told you this before, but since I was a little kid,
Okay.
I don't know, like 4 or 5 years old, I always see a beetle, passing by, and it's, and I always say, oh man, when I grow up, I wanna buy one of those. I wanna buy one of those. And fast forward, till I was, teenager.
Uh-huh.
I was working part-time, going to school,
Uh-huh.
saving my money, and I was getting ready to buy my first car, and guess what I bought?
What'd you buy?
I bought a 1958 Euro Beetle.
Oh, you're kidding me. Wow.
Yeah,
So that was your first car.
That was my first car, yeah. But it was actually, since it was in the early 80s, mid-80s,
Right.
it was actually a cow look.
Oh, wow.
It was lower on the front with chromies, and it was orange with stripes on the side.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and so it was a 58, so that was cool because it still had the little tail lights, but
Right.
A bigger window than an oval.
Right,
It was pretty
right.
cool.
Yeah,
That was
first
my
year
first
for the
car.
square window, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, did it still have the semaphores?
Yeah, it did have. Actually, it did have didn't have the semaphore, but it was crazy because I don't know if it was the previous owner or somewhere in his life.
Uh-huh.
Somebody covered the.
No.
Yes,
They sealed
covered.
them up?
They cover them, but I don't know if it was like bond or something, but because you can still see the outline. And
Oh, that's funny.
so I think it was like bond. So slowly I start removing all that stuff, but it was like it was a mess there. But it was not bad. It was
Right.
just like filled with stuff in there.
That's
But
funny,
it was,
man.
But it was good. It was good.
But that was your first car?
That was my first car. Yeah.
Wow,
My first
okay.
car.
So what did you graduate to from the 58 Euro?
That was my first car. My second car after that, it was a 59 original racked up, everything original paint, original engine, original interior,
Wow.
original material for that.
What color was that one?
That was the, how do you call that one? I think it was something Bjork, York. I can't remember the name.
Okay.
It was like gray, blue gray, something.
Whoa, very cool.
Yes. Can't remember the top of my head. Can't remember
And that's
the name of
awesome. So that was 59 ragtop, and then
Yes.
from there?
Ooh, from there I got
I mean, I'm assuming you've had just tons and tons of them, huh?
yeah. From there I got a 64 bus.
Okay.
64 bus, green. 11 windows, nothing fancy.
Uh-huh.
I had that for a little bit, and at the same time I got a a 59 or 50, I think it was 58 convertible Gia.
Oh,
but that was slow on Fuchs.
Oh, wow.
And you know, cow look too, you know. That was it with a, you know, I think it was a either 1776 or 1835 engine, but that was it. You know, I had it for like 6 months. Somebody offered me, you know, a little bit more money than what I bought. I said, sure, I'm making money, so I sold it.
That's awesome. So you're cool with whether they're fully stock or also modified, huh? You like them both ways?
Especially at back then, I didn't mind because I, like you said, you know, I didn't mind because I just love the cars in general, right? All the Volkswagens, all the vintage Volkswagens. I had, you know, the all stock vintage 59, and I had, you know, the Gia and 58 that they were more cow look. The bus was stock as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Then I had then after those I bought a 56 rag and a 57 rag.
Wow.
They both were cow look. Then I had the 56 was all decked out, you know, and you know, even the interior had a Supra, you know, Toyota Supra interior.
That's funny, I remember that.
Yeah, including the back seat and everything. It was, I don't know how they fitted it, but that's how I bought it, and it was great. It was good. It had center lines and
center lines,
and it had I think it was like 4 or 5 different blue shades, from royal blue to midnight blue, you know, in some stripes in between. So it was pretty cool. It was good. It was back in the day, the 80s as well. Then in the early 90s, when I met my wife, you know, we moved into an apartment. I couldn't have cars. At that time I had 2 cars and I had to get rid of them. So I got rid of everything. I was out of the scene for, I don't know, about 8 years or so. So I think in fast forward to 98, we bought our house. Actually, we moved into a house before we bought a house, and then that's when I started buying again. I bought a 64, no, not 64, 61 Beetle. 61 Beetle, and it was in primer when I bought it. I said, oh, that's perfect because I can paint it, I can do these, I can do that. And I ended up buying a 1915 engine for it.
Wow,
and
cool.
So, you know, Fuchs, and all that, right? And then had it for a little bit, gave it to my son. Didn't want it because he's, you know, he was 6'5", so he said, oh, that's too small for me. So we ended up selling that car to buy a big, humongous Cadillac for him.
Oh, you did a Cadillac.
Yeah.
Well, that'll fit him.
And convertible, of
course. Nice. That is awesome. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, it's pretty cool. People see you at shows and they see you, you know, rolling in some of the coolest cars. I mean, right now in your stable, I know you've got a 55 convertible and you've got what you have a Hoffman, right?
Actually, the Hoffman, I sold that one.
Oh, you did? Okay,
so I did.
So you had a 50.
The green one that you've seen lately, it's a Swedish 50. Sunroof, original sunroof.
So cool.
That one. What else? I have the 48 that I want to work on. And
48, awesome, man.
And the Gia, actually, I just got rid of the Gia.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
And you got a 67 convertible Beetle. That's really nice too.
Yes. I'm sure I'm going to end up selling that one too because too many cars, man. Too many cars,
huh? Yeah, then I'm glad that before this thing sells, I don't think you'll ever sell it.
Probably not. Probably my wife won't let me. But
yeah, no, right? I think Carmen would have a couple of words to say with you, huh?
Right.
So tell us, I guess we could go ahead and reveal this car. Tell us about it. What's the history of it? Where did it come from? And I mean, look at this, you guys.
This is a 1955 Carmen Cabriolet, as you described earlier. And, I think that was back in 2004.
Oh, wow. So you've had it for 20 years.
Yeah, 2004 when I bought it.
Okay.
It wasn't like this, of course.
Right.
I bought it from a gentleman in Colorado. And the story goes that he bought it from a guy in, I can't remember if it was North Dakota or South Dakota. But it was one of the Dakotas. He bought it so he can restore it.
Oh, really?
But you know.
So what condition was it in then when you got it? Was it just solid, or was it all taken apart? Or
when he got it, it was all apart. He kind of put it together, you know, with, you know, aftermarket parts, you know, later parts, you know, stuff like that. That's when I bought it. But when I bought it, of course, you know, I saw the fenders were aftermarket, or, you know, I think the front ones, they were aftermarket. The rear ones, they were original, but later ones.
Okay.
60s. The hood was 60s. The seats, they were like maybe 56 and up. I don't know, 60s, everything. So what I ended up doing is I started to look for the parts.
Okay.
For the parts, you know, fenders, hood, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Seats. Actually, the seats, the front seats, I got them from Carl Schuler.
Oh,
you know,
no way,
you
yes.
did a video not too long ago with his head Mueller.
That's cool.
The hood, I got it in from San Jose. So actually, I drove one Saturday morning. I took off at like 1 a.m.
Oh my
Got
gosh.
there like 6 a.m. Pick it up, put it in my truck, and just drove back.
Dude, to San Jose.
Yes.
For people that don't know, that's at least what, 6 hours, right?
Yeah, I think it's 6 hours. Yeah. And the reason I did it, because I didn't want. The guy said, "Oh, I'll send it via."
Oh gosh, no. Like what, Greyhound or something?
Something like that. He says, I'm like, no, because, you know, it's curved, right?
Yeah,
and
totally.
And it was perfect. Not even the nick on the side or anything. It was perfect. And I said, no, I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up in the weekend. You know, just give me your address. Okay, go for it. You know, I paid for it, and
oh my gosh,
1:30 in the morning, I took off and got there like 6 in the morning or so.
Dude.
You know, of course, I just got breakfast and just turned around and came back.
There you go.
A buddy of mine went with me. And so, yeah, you know, that was it. But at that time, I already had the car at the body shop, you know, the restoration shop.
Right.
They were already, you know, almost at the end. And I had another hood that I got, and that was like 60s hood, you know, like 59 maybe and up. No, actually 59, I think it was. Because it was still flat, 59, 60 maybe.
Oh, okay.
And I even told the guys, go ahead and you know, go ahead and do that one, use that one for right now. I can't find a good one. And so, you know, they start prepping it. They were about to paint it, and I found this one. So I told them, hold on, don't paint. You know, so I went over there, pick it up. The next Monday, I you know, give it to them. So they start prepping that one.
Nice.
You know. So that's the story of that hood.
So I'll tell you what, would you mind giving us a quick little tour, and go ahead and open up the door. Let's take a peek inside.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, super cool. You know, one of the things that I trip out on are the little details, like, for example, these hinges. I mean, obviously, unlike I'm guessing this is just a convertible only.
Yes,
right?
Yes. Actually, those are convertible only covers, and those are the grease nipples.
Yeah.
Since I don't have a mirror there, there's the nipple goes there. And so I lost the one on the bottom. If you see.
We'll have to get you one of those, huh?
I have a replacement. I just need to put it on.
Look at this. So this is a Hella mirror, yeah.
Hella, yeah.
Look at that. That's so cool. I love this. Yeah, now one of the things that a lot of people know you for are accessories, you know, and some cool stuff.
And I have, you know, plenty, but I don't want to overcrowd the car with them.
No, I know, I can imagine. That thing would probably weigh an extra couple 100 pounds. Look at that. That's so cool. You know, it's interesting on just looking at the doors, obviously, the way that the mechanisms are, and you've got these wedges, how they carried these all the way through buses.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. And then for those people that don't know, these are ribbed doors. Exactly, this is what they mean by ribbed. Very cool. God, so pretty, man. This color, what's it called?
It's a two-tone dolphin gray, and actually this is the original color for the car. It doesn't say on the birth certificate, but when the guys, they were removing the layers of paint, they found this color, especially the dark one. They found it in different areas, like here behind the rear panels.
Okay.
And inside the firewall.
Mm-hmm.
And
so
in
it's
one of the
dolphin gray?
doors, yes, dolphin gray.
The top one.
Both of them.
Oh, both of them.
Two-tone dolphin gray,
Oh,
dark
wow, okay.
and light.
Oh, wow.
And the light one, I believe they found it in one of the doors. So
oh, really?
at least one door is original to the car that I know.
Cool.
Of. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at this. No, so the headliner mohair, right?
Yes, yes.
Absolutely stunning. Gosh, look at this. Look at that. I love, so the mirror, I've always been impressed by the mirrors, how they flip over. So when the top is down, you can actually go ahead and see. And then, okay, so, talk to me about the steering wheel, Frank.
Well, that steering wheel is just a standard.
Okay.
Since it's ivory early, that should be technically for 49 only.
Okay.
But you know,
I love that horn ring,
if
dude.
it up to 55,
okay,
the big display. The horn ring is an extra accessory for that wheel.
So cool.
And
oh, look at that! You've got trip
yes,
speedo,
and it's
very cool.
Dated.
And your gas
if I
gauge
remember
too.
correctly, dated 755 or 855, which is correct for this car because this car is July 55.
Oh, very cool.
Yes.
And your radio, I love this Motorola radio. I was commenting earlier that the knobs look like little rockets there, you know, the rocket engines.
They're already kind of getting pretty brittle. You can see the colors, all like, you know.
Look at that. And then obviously the clock.
Actually, that's RPM gauge.
Yeah,
I used
right.
to have a clock.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. You're right.
Yeah,
how cool is that? That is very cool. The grab handle here, is that GHE?
Mm-hmm.
Super cool.
Yeah, man, of course, you know, with time it starts getting yellowish, but it's, you know, it's.
But you know what, though? One of the things that I think is really cool is the fact that obviously you drive your car. You know, you drive it, you enjoy it. It's not necessarily just something that you get and it just sits there. Quick question. Dude, this shifter.
Yes.
What is this?
Well, let me go on the other side.
Okay.
And I can show you.
Telling you guys, every little turn of the way. That's why I'm really taking my time here because I start seeing things. I didn't even notice this earlier. All right.
See, this is.
Okay.
You can see it's a regular shifter, but you pull it up.
Okay.
And then you can just.
No way.
It's a folding shifter.
Dude, that's so cool. That's rad.
That's from Volmac.
That's so cool.
Company in Australia. Make those.
That's awesome.
And then, of course, this is for the lights.
So that lights up then when you has your turn signals, huh?
Yes, actually.
Very cool.
I took it to Brian Roth, so he can install that for me, and I asked him if he can make it blink this inside, so I can make sure I can see it.
Right.
And because sometimes since this one, if you do this, and you drive and you forget about it.
Oh, that's true, huh?
Because and then when you see the light, that kind of reminds you, and you turn it off. But yeah.
Now, is this car still 6 volt?
6 volts. Yes,
Okay, all right.
Yes.
So now, looking at these seats here, and with the vents in the back, when did that stop, or when did it start? Is that a convertible only thing, or
that I'm not sure, but I think it's convertible only.
Because I personally never seen that like on a sedan. So
yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
Wow.
I think it's convertible only, and I'm not sure when it stopped.
I've never noticed this, Frank. I've never noticed that there. So there are no kick panels then?
No kick panels up to 55, I believe.
It was open.
Panel.
Wow.
Yes. 56. That's when they started.
Okay.
The panels.
And then it's interesting. We did a video on Rick Johnson's Bug, and he had the round pillows, and now you've got the square pillows, yes. Which is great, man.
Well, technically, the square ones are for oval windows.
Okay.
And the round ones are for split. But sometimes people use the round ones for later, or for whatever. But
I
it's
love it.
technical,
I'm surprised that they didn't have those all the way through the 60s,
Yeah.
you know.
And I kind of like the square ones because they don't roll around.
Exactly.
You know, your
Yeah.
back seat.
Yeah, and you know, it's interesting too, when you look at the rear seat on a convertible, how much of a slope it has,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah.
comparison to a sedan. But yeah, that's really cool. Let's see back here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I have by there, but
That's all right.
Oh, I got some.
That is cool.
A chair.
Oh,
column,
and
the
you know
column.
what?
Oh, sorry.
I mean,
Yep.
this dome light, I've never seen one of those.
Yeah, let me see. Let me turn it on.
I love it. That's so cool. That is really cool. I've never seen one like that. Wow.
That's,
Clearly convertible only, I'm
yes,
guessing, yeah?
convertible only. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
so
I
cool,
think,
man.
56, 57 had it.
Uh-huh.
Not sure about 58 if they changed it or not, but for sure up to 57 they have the same one.
That's
But, yeah.
awesome. Dude, this thing's so clean. Now, as far as the seats go, I just noticed this kind of reminds me of some of the split seats where it doesn't have the adjustment. It just rests on the, you know, on
Yes.
the little tab. When did that stop?
Actually, 55 was the last year.
It was.
55. Yeah.
Okay.
So 56 they started with the adjuster.
Okay. And then now I'm noticing too, I used to think these were like split only for the ribbed.
Yes, they are split and up to from and then early oval up to 55. This
Okay.
this still rib, but
Uh-huh.
but the knob is like oval. You know.
Oh. God, all
And
these
this
little
one,
details.
since that one doesn't have a knob, you can use it either or. But,
Yeah.
But yes.
I think buses, some of the buses
Yes.
also have that as well.
Yes,
the
yes.
50
Early ones.
Yeah, I think maybe 58 and earlier. Could be wrong, but that's so cool. Very cool. So let's see what you have under here. Like the, I like the license plate frame too. Super cool.
I was
That's
looking
awesome.
for one. I don't even know if that's for Volkswagen or not. But I say, hey, it's gonna
It
fit
looks
the
good,
license
man.
plate, so.
Exactly.
And I was going to paint it too, but, you know, right here maybe red or something, but I just left it like that.
No, I think
right
it
now.
looks good.
Yeah.
Can we see the engine?
Sure, yeah.
And you know, it's interesting. I've seen the Robry tail light, or not the tail, the Robry, the rock guards and on the, you know, on the running boards.
Yeah.
But I've never seen one really on the tail.
This
Tailpipe.
I believe there's two different types. This is
Okay.
they call it a shark tail.
Yeah, look at that
and
thing,
then
man.
There's another one, different style, but still rotary.
So cool. Oh, look at this. So 36, right?
36. Correct.
Okay. Very cool. Oh, look at this. So it still had
Yes.
the little.
Yeah, up
Okay.
to 55.
Okay, so was 55 kind of like one of those key years where lots of changes, like where they stopped doing certain stuff? I mean, I noticed you got the big nut obviously still on here.
Yes. Even though.
And the round regulator.
Yes, even though I have the big nut here in the generator pulley, but the pulley is wrong. This is a thin, which is this is technically is correct for split.
Okay.
The other one has a bigger lip.
Right.
for
Okay.
55.
Okay.
And it got damaged, so I replaced it with this one, and I just got the correct one, so I just
Very
need to replace
cool.
it back.
Yeah. No, this thing's really cool. It's always fun seeing all these little different details. Dude, this thing's so clean. Look at the fuel line, still shiny.
Oh man, but
Gosh, look at this.
It's kind of dirty having.
No, dude, it is nice and clean.
Thank you.
Very, very nice and clean. How awesome. Awesome. And then did you hook this up as a tail light? Oh, that's
Yes,
rad. I just
yes.
noticed it's hella as
Yes.
well.
Tail light, and
that's
I was gonna
rad.
make a bracket for it,
Okay.
but I said, you know what? I'm just gonna drill a couple of holes on the original bumper.
There you go. Why not,
And
man?
actually, Brian did that for me.
Oh, did he?
He even he
can
said,
blame
"Are
Brian.
you sure you want to drill 2 holes there?" And I'm like,
Yeah, sure.
"Yeah,
Why
go
not?
for it." Once I drill it, it's no turning back.
Right, exactly,
Yeah, go
man.
for it.
You know
And
what?
I like
though?
it. Actually, I like it because it's simple. Clean.
Yeah. Well, I think it's smart just because with 6-volt, unfortunately, people don't pay attention.
And
They're
that's
not
why-
looking for
yes.
your tail lights.
Yeah, even though these are bigger than split or early oval like the eggs or,
Oh, right.
or hard tail lights,
Oh yeah.
they're still small.
Hey, there's a question for you. Wasn't 55 eggs, is that just for sedans or?
No, 55, actually, let me put this down.
Okay.
Actually, 55 eggs are, they started in October of 54.
Okay.
And they ended I believe in either early May 55 or late April.
Oh my gosh,
April.
wow. And you said this is July.
Since this is July.
Whoa, no way.
Same with semaphores. When the eggs left, semaphores gone too. And so they replaced the taillights with these ones.
Okay.
And the semaphores with bullets.
Wow.
Yeah, this is I think like 3 weeks before the next model.
Telling you, man, this is what I love about, you know, these cars. Is just all of these different details, and it's like this month to this month, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, I was having a hard time, you know, restoring it correctly because it was so close to the 56 model,
right?
You know, and I was learning. You know, I didn't know much about 55, especially convertibles, and so I got to a person and they'll tell me one thing, then I go to someone else, they tell me something else, and I'm like, okay,
which one is it? Yeah.
Exactly. So you know, finally, you know, I start digging deeper, asking, you know, more people until I got it right.
Wow.
Yeah. For example, the shifter. Some people were saying, oh no, it's the one with a bend already because it's already close to 56, and I'm like, other people say, oh no, it's the straight one.
Okay.
And I bought both of them to put them there just in case, you know, which one.
Right.
But then, you know, when I notice where it goes, it doesn't have the cutout for the paint for the 56. So it's okay. In that case, it's
the straight one for sure. Yeah.
The straight one.
Interesting.
Plus, the straight one is more.
It's closer
to you.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
really?
The 56 and you know, 56. The curve one is farther. That's why it's curved. That's why it's curved this way. Yeah.
And also probably not to hit the dash, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. And that's funny because that's the same thing on a bus where the straight shifter, it was like early 59, you know, late 58, they had the straight shifter. And they had the different floor mats because it was closer to the seat, so you can't put a curved shifter in there. Yeah,
you didn't know that
no, all these little details. So, dude, this is beautiful. This is super beautiful. Now, coming around here, explain to me this. I mean, this antenna. Now, is this a Hirschman? Or what is this?
It is
the famous red tip.
Yeah, that's how I got it.
But dude, I've never seen that. That's so cool, the way that it attaches.
When I bought this one, it was NOS, but it was missing this.
Stop.
And
where did you find that? I mean, how do you find that?
I can't remember, but somebody from in Europe, I got it from.
That's cool.
But the thing is, excuse me. The thing is, this antenna came with a shorter one, right?
Really?
And even the shorter ones were like even harder to find at the time when I was restoring the car. And so I said, I couldn't find it, right? So I ended up buying this one.
Okay.
Because the shorter one, I could have put it here, right? Because it's shorter.
Yeah. And
then I said, you know what? I don't want to put this over here because then it's going to kind of start coming out. So since, you know, I said, okay, I'll get this one, and I put it there, and it's still straight,
super cool, dude. I've never seen that. I've never seen that, and that is really, really neat. And I love the way that it just, man, the style. Yeah, it looks like the little spring thing just came out. Boing.
Yeah, I just noticed that I lost another one.
Oh no!
So I lost two now.
So now, so this mirror also another Hella mirror.
Yes.
Now, when you got this, did you get them as a pair?
Yes.
Okay.
A pair and a long time. I think I have them. I think since I got the car, I think like in 2000 and no, probably I want to say about 15 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
And but I never put them on. I don't know if you recall, I used to have the swan.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but I said, you know what, I'm going to put those because now everybody has the swan. So.
Right. Isn't that funny? I'm telling you, man, it's almost like when you see something you like and you go for it, I always have to laugh because once you get it, then all of a sudden everybody else, everybody has it.
Well, the good thing, the ones I had, they were hooded, but still, you know, they said, you know what, I'm going to.
God, look at this thing, man. I love the crest here.
Yeah.
Is there a story behind the crest?
That's It's
cool.
it's from the city of Bremen.
You're right.
Back in the day, they used to, I don't know if all the cities or some cities they came up with one.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
but the
cool,
reason
man.
I put it on my car is because since it's gray, it's kind of dull color, so
Yeah.
bring a little bit of color outside.
Yeah.
Same with like the interior. That's why I went with the red interior instead of. Could be either red or blue. So
Oh,
I went
really?
with yes.
Wow.
So
Blue. Blue
I
would be interesting, huh?
Yep. And I went with.
I like the red.
the red. It kind
Yeah.
of pops.
I mean, the blue would be pretty unique, but I think this definitely pops, especially with the black piping instead of going like with some sort of a ivory type of
Right.
piping.
Exactly, yeah.
But dude, this is beautiful. Would you mind opening the door? I want to see if we can get a close up here on this side.
Yes.
So now, this little switch down here. What's that little switch right
That's
here?
actually for the dome light. That's the
Oh,
one.
that was the one that you turned
That's
on.
the one. Yeah.
Ah, wow. Okay.
And it works. It has 3 ways. One that you can use it with the door.
Okay.
When you open the door, it's
So
gonna
cool.
turn on. Or if you want to turn it on, you can turn it on.
Wow.
Or have it off all the time.
Dude, okay, so see, I just spotted something from this side that I didn't spot from over there. Look at this, you guys. All right.
Oh, that.
What
yeah.
is that? Is that a footrest?
Yes, and actually that's.
I've never seen that.
Actually, that's for the high beam switch.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Dude,
And
that is super cool.
I think that's
Reserve lever.
U.S. If I
Really?
remember correctly, U.S. for the old cars.
Wow. Look at that shifter again, you guys. That's so cool, man. I'm telling you, that's why I'm going nice and slow, because I'm like, I know I'm going to miss something. I know I'm going to miss something. Super cool.
The gas gauge. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I did. So that's a Denny.
Mm-hmm.
And now obviously that's an original one. That's not like the reproduction.
No, this is the original.
Very cool. Well, I guess that begs to ask, would you mind popping the
Sure.
the hood? Let's see. What a cool car. And
Yes.
then the fender skirts, are those Fox?
Yes,
Foxcraft?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Dude, I really dig that antenna. It's just so cool, man.
There you go.
Wow.
I just have this. Let me get this out of the way. This is.
Frank, what is that?
What's that? The.
Yeah, this.
toolkit?
No, dude, this. What is this?
Believe it or not, it's a spare gas tank.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding me.
Yes.
Dude, I've never seen
I'm
that.
not kidding you. This is a 22-liter spare gas tank.
Oh, this
Made
is
by
so
Fisher.
rad. Made by who?
Fisher. That's the name of the company that they made him back in the day.
Okay.
Uh,
Was that an American thing or a German thing or what?
no,
Okay.
He was from.
I mean, dude,
Europe.
I've never ever seen one like that.
And this is how it works.
Okay.
You know, say you run out of gas, you have your spare gas there. You can,
Okay.
You remove these.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Then you can.
Oh.
You do this. These will go in here, right?
You kidding me?
And still closed. So now you pull the lever this way.
Okay.
And now it starts falling in there.
Serious?
Yeah.
Dude, that is insane. My mind is completely blown. That is wild.
So see, that's why it has this slide. So one way, all the slots are closed.
Uh-huh.
And then this way it will open. So.
Wow.
So you have.
Where in the world did you find that? And dude, I mean, what's even crazier is the invention.
Yeah, and you don't have to drill anything.
No.
It goes on the fender bolt here, and on the gas tank bolt on the bottom. Yep.
That's awesome, man. You know what? That is something that would be really cool to reproduce.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, seriously, that's.
Yep.
I mean, wow. Yeah, seriously, dude. I'm blown away. I've never seen anything like that. Where did you find that?
That was in Europe.
Okay.
A long time ago, but I was waiting even before I got the split, and I was waiting to put it on because technically that's for you see it on splits back in the day, but then you can
Wow.
You can put it up to 55. So I say, you know what? I don't know how my split is. I'm just gonna put it here.
Dude, that seriously, Frank, I'm like so
And
impressed
now
by
that I have
that.
the split, I just left it here.
That is really, really cool. So here's a question for you. I've always wondered, what year, or did they all have, I've seen some jacks that have this blue bottom. So what's the story on that? Because obviously see a lot of black bottoms too.
I think the blue ones that were, I mean, I don't know 100%, but I think the blue ones were the early ones.
Really? Okay.
You know, ovals.
And I wonder why blue. I wonder, it's
not sure.
Yeah.
And I do have a couple of other ones
dude.
at home with, you know, original paint.
Okay.
And they're blue too. So.
Gosh. And then I know you're the king of toolkits, man.
Kind of.
Yeah. So let's see this
is
toolkit.
52 or 51 to 50. Actually, 52 to 53.
52 to 53. Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Look.
No, I'm sorry. 52 to 55.
Oh, 52 to 55. Okay, well that makes sense since this is a 55. Okay.
Yes, and then 56. See this is a material here.
Yeah, it's like a felt.
Yes. 56 and up, they went with a flock in the spray on.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And, but yeah, that's
wow, dude.
That's the one I kept for this car.
That's beautiful.
And I use those tools in the past.
That's so cool, man.
Sometimes I use the screwdriver, sometimes I use,
man.
Another thing, going back to the jack.
Yeah.
55 don't have the clip here to hold them.
Wait.
All right.
Oh, what?
54 doesn't have it. 55.
Okay.
But since this one, it had it there, so I don't know if since it's too a late one, close to a 56 model.
Okay.
I don't know if they meant to put it there already from the factory or somebody else put it there. I'm not sure. So I just left it there, so like that. The jack is not going back and forth.
Yeah, that makes sense. So where would it be otherwise than, on the earlier ones?
If you see early 55s, 54s, 53s, even splits, they don't have that.
Wow.
So these started in model 56. So.
Okay. Huh, interesting. That's cool though that you have it, huh?
It was there, so I said, what? That was another thing. I'm like, what? I don't know. I didn't find anything that when that started or not.
Right.
That one was there already. So what I ended up doing, I just left it there, and in a way, I think it worked out better because it's a home for the jack.
That's so cool, man. Oh, Frank, I'm telling you, dude, this is so cool. That's such a treat, dude. The gas tank thing blew me away. When you opened it up, I'm like, why would I have rubber snippers on top? And I'm like, is that so the, at first I thought maybe so the hood doesn't touch it. And then when you flipped it over, I'm like, no way, dude.
The rest over here,
Gosh.
Yeah.
That's, seriously, man, that's so bitchin'. I can bet you right now, when people see this, they're gonna go, dude, I want one. I want one. But I've never seen one. I've never seen one.
People, they say, what is that? Or they even ask, hey, is that a barbecue?
Right.
What do you mean a barbecue?
Yeah.
Next to the gas tank? Well,
yeah. That's, super cool, man. Very cool. So, very impressed with this. I knew this was gonna be a treat to check this thing out, but I gotta say, man, it's a convertible. Is it possible to get a ride with the top down?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I thought you never asked. Let me just kind of I'll put this here.
Sounds good. And then we'll see you put this top down.
Yes.
It's crazy, Frank, for the amount of time that I've known you and that I've seen you drive this car, I've never noticed all of these different little details and intricacies.
And like I said, I changed the mirrors twice now. I changed the steering wheel. I changed the clock.
I dig it, man. All right, so let's see. Okay, so pretty easy. Latches, okay.
Latches this way. And what I do, I bring this down.
So those latches, what year did those go to?
I believe it's up to 57.
Okay.
I believe, and then 58 to 64 is the next one.
Okay.
and they're similar.
Yeah.
This is, yeah, they're similar. I'm not sure if they're the same. Well, they shouldn't be the same, but they're pretty similar.
Okay.
And then I can just bring it down.
All right. Ta-da! Ta-da! Look at that, man! Look at that! What a beauty! So, do you and your wife take this out on the weekends from now and then go to the beach?
We used to, back in the day, we used to all the time. Now, at least we try just to lock it so it doesn't bounce
around. Okay.
Back and forth. We used to do it a lot before.
Yeah.
Lately, we have, but not as much as we like to.
Okay. Dude, what a beautiful car, man. There's no way you'll ever sell this one.
Well, I almost sold it, I think
What?
twice. But,
What? Frank?
One time, the first time I say, it was this close, and I'm like, changed my mind. The second time, my wife told me, nope, you're not selling it.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
Now, what I think is interesting is, you know, convertibles, they're a hoot, man. They are super, super cool. But unless you've restored one, they're expensive to do.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Especially if you don't know what you're doing, man.
Oh, well, yeah,
like
for
me,
sure.
when I first started, you know, I used to own, you know, sedans, ovals, right? But no convertibles. So even if it's an oval, it was a lot of difference. Especially, you know, because it's early oval.
Right.
Let me.
Looking at where you're snapping these and stuff.
Yeah. And then
okay.
you gotta cover these. It's a process, but
yeah.
And most of it is me, not because that's how it has to be, but
right,
it's me, you know. Let me go this way now. Ow. There you go.
Huh. Very cool.
That's pretty much it.
Awesome.
Okay. There you go.
Make sure that's closed.
I mean, oh yeah, already. Oh yeah, I did put that one there.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty much it's ready.
All right.
There you go. This up, and then what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Look at that. You know what? Do me a favor. Yeah. So I'm going to show the angle here. Look at that. So now that it's up like that, you can actually see over the top. That's cool, man. Yep. Very cool. All right, Frank, permission to come aboard.
Oh, man.
So cool, man. So would you say this is your favorite of all your cars?
I think it is, yes.
Yeah?
It is, even though it's, you know, I love the 50, though.
Yeah.
And the reason I love that one is because, you know, it's patina, and I don't have to worry about people scratching it or anything.
Right,
you know,
right.
But I think this is my favorite because, you know, it's, even though the other one is sunroof, but this is the whole top comes out.
This is the whole thing, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You guys, this is a treat. Definitely, definitely cool. Oh, I love the tack. That's so funny, man. I couldn't believe it. At first I thought, wait, that's not a clock.
And actually, this is a later one, not
okay.
The 55 should be all this color.
Okay.
But I like those colors, and no, I think this is late 50s.
Wow.
So, but I like that better. Because of the colors.
I didn't even know that was an option.
Yeah.
I thought it was always just going to be, you know, be a clock. That's it. Very cool. You know where you are now, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
You don't mind any way?
No. Anyway, man. Gotta love that sound.
There's a Volkswagen there.
Yeah. That's the fun thing about cruising around SoCal, man. It's like you still see some buses and stuff. So now the trans fully stock as well?
Fully stock, yes.
Okay.
And actually it's the second one.
Second trans?
Yes, first one, I was coming down on freeway or highway, freeway, the 133.
Uh-huh.
And no, actually on what is 73.
Oh, uh-huh.
And I was gonna get off on 133.
Okay.
And I hit the brakes.
Uh-huh.
No brakes, just kept going.
No.
Because I was, and I have a red light.
Oh no.
So I hit, I used the emergency
Parking brake?
But I guess I pulled it too much that it snapped, the cable snapped.
Oh no.
So all this happened in seconds, man. And then, so what I ended up doing, I was trying to put first gear. I wasn't, it wasn't going, and finally it went in. And as soon as it went in, you can hear all the gears, all the internals going cluck, 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 the whole thing. Hey, but at least it kind of stopped me, slowed me down enough to kind of make a quick, right. Yep.
That's painful, man.
Yeah. So I was looking for another case, and I got lucky because this case is from May of 55.
Okay. Oh wow.
May 55. So I think it's proper. It's not the original to the car, but it's proper.
So cool, dude. Just everything about this thing is so much fun.
All right.
So what's the next step for you with this car? Like what, you gonna change anything else or?
No, just like that. I'm just enjoying it like that.
Yeah?
Even my oldest granddaughter, Ariel, I don't know if you remember her. She wants this car. She said that's hers too. So.
Oh my gosh, really?
So it's gonna stay in the family.
Well, that's good though.
And it's probably gonna end up, with her later on. She said she wants to learn, stick.
So it's a cool car to learn stick on, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let me know when you're ready.
So I got a question for you. When are you gonna start on you said a 48?
48, yeah.
Okay. When are you gonna embark on that one?
That one pretty soon.
Yeah? All right.
Pretty soon. Actually, already talked to some people and but that's a long journey, so that's probably gonna be, I don't know, 2-3 years. Maybe.
Okay, all right.
2-3 years, and, maybe more.
Is there anything other than the 48 that kind of floats your boat? You're thinking, oh man, I'd love to have, like a KDF or?
Oh yeah, KDF for sure. That's why I end up getting that 48 because hey, that's not a KDF, but it's getting closer.
All right.
And that was another reason that I was the first time I should say that second time actually that I want to sell this car is to get a KDF. It was a 43.
Okay.
43 KDF.
Oh,
and
nice, dude.
So I said, you know what, I have to sell it, but that's when my wife said, no, you said you sell your other cars, but not this one.
Nice, dude.
So
yeah.
So that one got away.
No, I know. No, this thing is super cool. Well, if anything, man, I think it would be a lot of fun also to do a little drive-in show with your green car.
Sure.
Which would be really cool.
Yeah.
Because that one, you've got a lot of accessories on that one too. You've got some pretty neat stuff.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Well, this is definitely cool, man. It's been so much fun just to learn about all of the different details and just everything, and also learn about a little bit about you, man, and how it all started.
Oh yeah, like I said, since I was a little kid, I see the beetle passing by, and say, I want that car. When I grow up, that's gonna be my car.
And
so it was.
And now look at you, huh?
Yeah.
I think I think you're still like a little kid now, huh?
Yeah, now that I can afford them, right?
Right?
But man, it was I don't know, it's something about it that's why even though I have buses, Kias, you know, I'm always a Beetle guy, you know.
You're a Beetle guy.
Maybe because since I was a little kid, that's you know, I saw them and I thought they were awesome and ended up buying one and then
so
the rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is history.
Yeah, but you know, don't get me wrong, you know, if I have a chance to buy a bus, I'll buy it, or a Gia or a Type 3 or, you know, anything.
Right.
Sometimes I think about, hey, you know what, it'll be cool to buy a thing, you know, because they're fun and just to, you know, just to drive around, you know, run errands, whatever, you know, just to have fun with them. But you know, I have too many right now, so.
Nah, you know, come on. You only live once, right? You
well,
gotta enjoy it.
That's true.
Well, Frank, thank you, dude. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for showing us. And yeah, definitely, dude. Let's do the green car sometime.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Cool, man.
Yeah, you know, we'll get together and we'll do that.
All right. Awesome. Quick question.
Sure.
Any advice that you would give people when they're looking for a car, early or any kind of car? What's probably one of the biggest learning lessons that you can pass on?
Well, the only thing I can think of right now is, well, depending on you know, everybody's or anybody's budget, right? If they have the money to buy it already done, I think that's the best bet, because you know, when you're restoring a car, you're going to spend more money than what you're buying the car for. That's one thing. But if you know, you don't have the budget to buy, you know, a full-on, you know, restore car, then, you know, try to buy something that you're not going to put too much work into it. You know, maybe the body's already, you know, decent. You know, not a lot of rust. Right. Unless it's a 48 like mine. You know, but
yeah, you guys get yourself a 48. Sure, why not?
You know, well, hey, you know, that's why I got it. Hey, it's a rust bucket, but it's a 48.
But it's a 48.
You know, but
awesome.
But you know, it's that, you know, like, try to get something that, you know, not too much work that you're gonna, you know, spend too much money in it.
Right.
And try to get, you know, a good deal out of it.
Yep.
You know, or if you can do most of the work yourself, that's even better. You know.
Yeah. Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, that's even better.
Yep. Well, very cool, man. Well, that's definitely helpful and definitely sound advice. Makes sense. You know.
Yeah, depending on what route. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Awesome, man. And who knows? Maybe someday that person that's looking out there might find you selling this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Your granddaughter will have the last word on that one.
Yeah, well, now it's 2 against 1.
Yeah.
Not just my wife, I'm a granddaughter too.
Right?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, thanks, Frank. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the time, and thanks for the lovely ride in this thing.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime.
Thanks, dude.
Awesome.